Welcome to the show. You look incredible, like a dessert that owns a yacht.
That's exactly the vibe I was going for. You know, sweet but slightly out of your tax bracket.
Mission accomplished. How does one even shop for a suit when your head is...
Gold on my neck, gold on my hand, purple with the stripes, that's the walk of a man. Sidewalk shining, city lights humming, every step I take, they know a boss is coming.
Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
Police or zombie problems? Your tortoise won't stop breakdancing?
Try blue tape.
The miracle of our age. Yeah!
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUY. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
You know what? I talk to your mayor.
Who's that face that's feeling you miss the most? It's that umbrella guy straight from the hat rack. Godzilla with cleats with the bass dropping impact. Cranking up the stylings in the syllable blender. Body bag, toe tag, return you to sender. Post that umbrella guy, your lyrical confessor. E-strap, flipped up, fully automatic microphone suppressor. Army of one, rolling through your silence. Pound for pound, unleash your rounds. See what buys are just my silence. Ghost riding the whip, the mask up, live ender. Busting up your threats and returning them to sender. Step into me, you better bring your nation as I wreck you to the population. It's that umbrella guy on the verbal flamethrower. Notching up the belt, not just some lame shower. Cranking up a stream just to show what's beneath. I'm masked up, baby, but I'm still sporting teeth. With one bling to rule them all and one bling to blind them. Iced out, grilled up, hunting knowing we'll find them. The E-homes are always flammable and will ignite you. Calling out the games you play just to spite you. I'm still standing. I'm still standing.
I'm actually sitting. What's up, folks? How's it going? You know, it's sad as every time I hear that song. Every single time I tell the stupid joke all the time. Everyone, no, I'm actually sitting every time that song comes up. How's it going, folks? Welcome to an earlier edition of a live stream than we typically have. That is because since they have had so many emails, apparently, Hales of them were like, hey, we're going to go about 30 minutes early, which I'm glad a few of you wrote and actually mentioned that too. So I appreciate you mentioning that as well. but yeah, I decided I'd move up a little bit. You know, it's still it makes up about 15 minutes moving forward, and it just stacks the day. And remember, as we go into next week, we're going to be getting into the entire week of bombshells, baby. It's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a good one. Now, today we're going to talk about some meltdowns from last night, because apparently what we have discussed over the last few days, you know, the Not a Memorial Fund commemorating the bench that never was, apparently that has ruffled a few feathers. And that's funny to me. That's actually very funny to me, in fact. I want to remind you of something, though. You know, they are really hardcore pushing the idea that how dare people say that the last memorial thing was just garbage intended to commit to drama. This right here. Remember now, when they talk about the old memorial, again, I want you to remember, this is what they're talking about. That includes the no trespass sign, mind you. That's right. This is when you think memorial, if you don't think no trespass sign, apparently you're some kind of a monster and a jerk. Just remember that. I love it. I love how they tell you, how dare anyone ever question the love and everything that comes with that when you take a 2x4, cement it into the ground, you put it on disputed property, because that's not the place where things happen, by the way. This is just a place to put it, disputed property, and put up, again, this was it. And that included, again, the no trespassing sign. And they say, remember, Hale supposedly stole it. By the way, would you like to hear something really fascinating? That now they keep bringing up the family too. Would you like to hear something really, really saucy, really spicy? I mean, it's pretty good too. So I'm wondering how to say this. I have found out some wonderful stuff from, first of all, a source has helped with this. I don't know, Miss Source, if you want me to say who you are or not, but oh my God, listen to this here. Okay, you got to be bracing yourself for it. All right. So there was, when we talk about a large donor that was not happy. Remember, they tell people with the replacement for this, the $4,000 memorial that, you know, again, never transpired. When they told people about that, they also said that there were no people at all that asked for money back. None of them whatsoever. Remember that. Now, we already know that's not true because, well, we've seen a few of them talking about stuff. Well, like I told you, there was one that had, they had asked for $1,000 to be given in their name to this. They thought it would be something that could help out, you know, to really, truly help out. Now, this is a person, I've talked about this before. This was a person that did not have the money to do this. They were on a fixed income. They in no way did they have the funding, but they took out a loan because they felt it was the right thing to do. So again, somebody going day to day, fixed income, everything else, they were convinced by a bunch of illegitimate weirdos to give big, and they gave $1,000. Now, after the live stream that these people have had, where they're talking about how nobody gets to have any information about that stuff, they said, well, you know what? If they're not shown proof that this thing has been installed already, because they're saying that it was given to the family already, which is funny because, I have a lot of trouble believing this. The reason I have a lot of trouble believing this is because they monetize every single situation to attack Jeremy Hales, right? So if they had made good on some kind of bench, I very much doubt they would have let people continue to laugh at them and stuff. But they're like, oh, well, yeah. Well, these people have said, you know what? If something isn't done, if this situation isn't rectified, then they at first were thinking about suing 2L for this. But the money, and I actually saw the screenshot. There was there's people that can be liable for this. And that would be the family too. So they sent them. There's actually a receipt for this stuff, talking about who to make out money to, who to send it to the 2Ls. Like they sent them an address to send money to as well, and they told them to make it out to the family and the memorial there. So in that, people said, well, this person said if they won't respond to me and stuff, I may not sue them, I may sue the family. So 2L has utilized this family here to the point they may get them in liability issue. And it's quite possible they could, because their names were utilized all over this fundraiser. You really think about that. Their names were utilized out there. The family, obviously, there were people that were in contact with them, that were associated with it, and multiple people ended up getting scammed out of funding. They might end up getting them sued for it. Because, like I said, some of these people cannot afford, they couldn't afford it to begin with, but they were going to eat it. They were going to do it because they thought it was the right thing to try to help these people out. Now, after you're talking about 13 months of nothing whatsoever, people are tired. They've already asked for their money back. Now they're like, you know what? I guess I'm going to have to go to lawsuits. So that might just get really frisky. And, when they're talking about it too, again, somebody definitely turned this stuff into they turned it into a crusade that, like I said, they forgot the point, the purpose in that. The purpose was supposed to be to commemorate family, but instead, again, it turned into this thing right here. Like I said, this was your memorial. Remember, if you talk about it and say that this looks like trash, this is a garbage. How dare you? How dare you say that this is not a memorial? How dare you? Putting it on disputed land, like you said, putting up no trespassing right with it. Again, all of this is supposed to be a memorial. It's just wild to me. Now, I want to read you something. Then we're going to go through some transcript. So check this out here. Last night, we had a meltdown. In fact, it was so bad that I watched So You Don't Have To. Decided that they would do something that they typically don't. They went straight in right off the bat. Now, some people will tag in, like if something's going on, right? I Watch So You Don't Have To typically does not tag the players in the mess that has been happening. So I Watch So You Don't Have To decided that they would point out that, hey, these people had a meltdown, and they had a meltdown over you. And they did. Oh, they most certainly did, by the way. It was pretty glorious too. I went in and I pulled the records on it just to see how spicy and saucy it was. And it really was a bit of butthurt. And by the way, too, let me mention something as well. I need to mention this, and I need to I need to grab the site. So I watch so you don't have to. Speaking of them, they have actually opened up their own little spot in the YouTube views. You can see this right here. So I want to do something today. I want to put the link for their YouTube. I want you guys, while we're bringing them up, if you would be so kind, I'm putting a link out there. And I want you to go and like I said, this is the easiest thing we ever ask to be done. You can go and hit that little link. I pinned it at the top of the comments, and you can go and you can subscribe to them. I would love to see them rolling in some subscriber souls. But check this out. I want to show this to you, and then after this, we're going to look at some transcripts. I thought this was funny. This is how outside observers they see the crazy. Now, what was really funny about this meltdown, and it was an absolute freaking meltdown about it. You not only have 2L in the gang having a fit, but you remember we found one of their mods over here, the Nat. The Nat got caught over getting a gifted membership, and it was funny. You get the feeling the whole time while she's talking about any of this, like she is going to be attacked. And I think I think she expected it. You know what's funny is right now, look, already I Watch So You Don't Have To is just right there on 500 subscribers. So already they are right at the monetization threshold. Now you can we can help them. Like I said, the closer we get them to 1,000 comes with a lot more, let's say, perks. So if we can get them to 1,000 subscribers, right now they're at 513. So when I refreshed, another 17. So folks, if you all keep going over there, it's much appreciated. So let's read this. I find I Watch So You Don't Have To funny. You know, it really get a good laugh out of it. You can see where they tag me, and this is me, by the way. If you have never looked up my account, I'm easily found. You see me right there, Tad Guy. So here's what you had to say. Like I said, I want to read some of this to you. I thought it was really funny. You've made Felicia madder than a pissed off alligator in a china shop. She's ranting about the bench, the memorial that you were a deek, I'm going to say, about, and the theft of the memorial wood that quote unquote germ placed in his truck. She is calling the memorial bench trashy. That's right. You know, by the way, if you would still like to give to the trashy bench, you know, AKA if you'd like to give to the bench that never was, you are welcome to do that too. That, like I said, is a very important. See, I told you this thing would have the impact, the desired effect. Because it has nothing to do. They want to make it about everything it's not, because then it stops reminding people of what it is about. The thing that it's about is reminding you of the things they don't do. Because people keep, for some reason, reaching in their pockets and giving them things. Like last night, they were like, you could just see the grift set up for it. You know, you could just see it. It was so clear. Now, remember, they attack Megan all the time, they even did it last night. Begging Megan. But, and you know, Megan had card trouble before, and they're like, how dare she? Well, last night, they set this up, and like I said, you could tell exactly where it's going. They're like, Gabe, if you could have anything for Christmas, what would it be? And Gabe, of course, it would be, you could just feel the rehearsal to it. It's like, well, actually, I do have a need. I need some tires from my vehicle. All I want for Christmas is some tires. And guess what? $431 later, the people who create benches that never deliver, barn doors that never go up. Yeah. No accounting, but still. Suckers suckers are born every minute, man. It's amazing. So the memorial, it is many things. But if it's trashy, then what does it say when you don't deliver one? And it's appalled, of course, that you're going to pocket the extra money. No, that's the beautiful thing too. Oh, thank you, Jay. I will definitely accept. We are now friends. Actually, I do not. One of the things I do notice people sometimes, they're like, "Hey, that umbrella guy, you accepted this account here," and I think that's I think that's an eco. I let anybody, if you follow me, I don't care. I don't do any research into who you are. I have removed one account because I know it was a spam bot, but that's it. And so the rest of them, I don't do any research. I don't care. Everybody's allowed to follow until they try to screw around with whatever I'm doing. If you try to mess up my account, then you go. But she claims you're in cahoots with Germ and it's all for content. Grabs my pearls. Gasp. No, actually, the bench that never was totally my idea. Now, they blamed it on Megan. It was funny because they tried to blame it all on Megan last night. And that's what they do typically. They blame Megan no matter what. The bench that never was, actually, she definitely helped out. And it was a lot of fun. But if they're going to blame somebody, they need to blame me. Now, of course, in order to make that work, I thought the smart thing to do to make it really stick out is the placement on, well, where would you want to put it? Well, right there where memorialization should be. You should put it right there with Jeremy Hales, So I did reach out and I did ask. I was like, hey, can we put a memorial bench here? And again, I explained, my vision for this is, again, it's commemorating. I think it's very clear. It's commemorating a bench that never was. It has nothing to do with families. It has nothing to do with any of that mess. It has to do with scammers scamming. So I was like, yeah, sure. Of course. Now, when will that go up, by the way? It'll be relatively soon. I think it'll be right after the 12 days of bombshells, baby. That way we, we could do it anytime, but that's the best way to do it, I think, right after the 12 days of bombshells. And that way it doesn't interfere with all the wonder that's coming, because next week is going to kick off an insane moment of stuff. I'm telling you, starting Tuesday, everything is going to go nuts. It is. I know some stuff that's coming, and I'm telling you, you will be very entertained next week. But she's throwing around curse words faster than Sonic the Hedgehog when facing rings of fire. Hi, Linda. And Twerking T is rattling to the flea as she runs up against her gamer lackey's points. She's running in to eat a box from Costco and claims that their little flicking game is messed up. She believes you're all cold-hearted for putting up a memorial bench right up against the old spot where the stolen memorial used to be. Now, I never actually said that. I never said that the memorial bench would be right up against the old spot. What I said, that it would give you a good vantage point of the old spot. Now, I'm saying, because it's not my property, it's not my property to put it there. So just to make that clear, I turned on when I show stuff on Facebook, I notice people like to see themselves sometimes joining or following. So I decided to turn on the notification. So you will get, like, if somebody comments on something, you'll see it too. That is on purpose. You won't see anything else. You shouldn't. So The flea describes her overly loud rant as passion. Yes, people were like, why are you screaming? Yet again, this would be about the 5th or 6th live stream where people have asked. I did see a couple of people in her chat that did try to clarify. The bench isn't about the family. The bench is about you. She didn't seem to like that. It was pretty funny. So, yes, we're all twisted too. By the way, that's what I'm telling you. We'll read some of the actual stuff. Because if she was yelling, it would be a hell of a lot louder than it is. Imagine that. She's screaming there. She's like, if I was actually yelling, it'd be louder. She describes her overly loud rant as passion. That's right, passion. While saying, you guys are twisted, the flea snarls as she searches the floor for lost and extra greasy chicken droppings. Man, it sounds good. The fleas rally her warriors and starts calling what the hell support crew and that we hate the world so much that you have to attack people the way you do. Potty Mouth just found out she is married to Mr. Kettle. Yes, that's right, Mr. Kettle. Paging Miss Black, Mr. Kettle. So the flea raises her voice so loud, the whole village's subdivision comes to life. And this is a family that lost one of their family members in their family. Her voice begins to crack as if someone flipped on a switch under a chair. Tears begin to flow. She begins to shake. And the dwellers, I swear, you can hear them start to gather around and support and mumble their chants to their flea hero. That's right. I'm surprised we didn't get any new cult songs last night, the way it went. By the way, I watch So You Don't Have To is now up to 640 subscribers. So we are moving along really well. Again, link top of the description. We are moving along. Heck, we're only 360 off of 1,000 already. That's hilarious. That's great. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You guys are, look at this. You guys are effing sick. I like she puts in flucking, by the way, sick. She screams as she watches for the spillage of comfort words and super chats from the dweller's den. She then attacks all the people who watch yours truly and thinks it's funny, as twisted as we are. That's right. She also threatened how they would be flagging my channel next, because after Megan, even though they say that they didn't actually do it, they said that you're next. They also said, funny enough, that what we're doing here with the bench is somehow tortious interference. Now, I would love it to explain to me how the bench that is not delivered is tortious interference. If we put up a bench too. But yes, apparently the bench that never was is now tortious interference. Oh, Gravy Brains thinks they're going to come out and they're going to get us for interfering with business for it. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But I did say it. We're all going to get sued and it's tortious interference. If you don't understand that, by the way, still, tortious interference means, it means that you and some other place have a contract. It's an A-B relationship. I'm sure you've heard, this is an A-B relationship, see your way out. Well, I always imagine that, except as you have an A-B relationship and someone's trying to see their way in, So you have a C party trying to butt in. And when they do, they mess with it. Now, how is a fundraiser, first of all, how is that a business relationship, period? How would that even work? If you're going to make a threat, at least make one that makes sense. But they were threatening, of course, to false flag. It was very clear, very clear that Tug, you're next. I'm next. I'm next. Oh my God. So let's see what else. I love it. I absolutely do. Someone from the What the Hales Muppet Brigade named Kim explained why the bench is, well, funny, and Felicia starts sweating schmaltz in buckets, igniting all three panelists to begin talking at once in a frenzy that only can be described as a real shit show at the flea circus. And that did happen too, for sure. They all started like jabbering over each other and stuff because somebody described to them why this is. It's not a shot at families. It's not a shot at loss. It's a shot at the fact that they wanted to weaponize, and they always put out buzzwords with people, whether it's indigent, elderly. They try to monetize pain, monetize descriptors, and you see how that it still works with Christmas apparently for them, but with this other stuff, I'm not so sure how to work anymore. But please calm down and take a breath of stale, smoky air from the studio and starts to explain that they already have it, referring to the bench. So now the new thing is that the family supposedly has it. Now, this is something that can be fact-checked. How? I'm not going to say how, but I thought about this today, and I thought, yes, there is a way. I'm going to have a Raider. What's up, Raider girl?
What up?
What you doing?
My phone says Helix because I lost that one.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone's so dead. Mom's charger keeps pulling out like, no, I'm only doing 2 times. That's it.
Is that what the charger says? No, I'm not going to charge it.
Yeah, because it pulls out. It's like that's what it says, but you can't hear
Is
it.
it still charging?
No, it can't even tell.
Bring me the phone. I'll plug it up real quick. Go get it for me. Go get it.
Hey,
all right, go get it for me.
What do I have to talk about? Well, I'm going to watch tomorrow, cuz.
Well, go get it for me.
And then I'm going to watch YouTube tomorrow, cuz my TV
What? No,
say,
you.
I don't want to, but you don't have to watch me. Just watch your phone, but my phone
No,
so
you're going to Gigi's tomorrow, remember?
Yeah, but I can't.
Go. Hey, if you want me to charge that, you better go get it.
Okay.
All right. That's so funny. She's excitable. Let's read a little more while she's up. Right. So she says that they already have it, referring to the bench, but she can't give an installation date as that is for the family and it's a private event. So weaponization of it is a public event. Talking about it for months. That was a public event. Making sure to attack Jeremy Hales when you say he stole something, that was a public event. But proof that there is a bench, number one, and actually having that put in anywhere, that is a private event. Isn't that interesting? Funny how that works, right? I kind of love that. I kind of love how that's supposed to be there. Now, our remarks turn back into evil, snide, poetic tone. Okay, here we go. See how far?
Remember how you said I can download 10 more games?
Yep, I did. Here,
I only downloaded 3 or 2.
Okay. Well, here. Let me plug it up for you, okay? I'll plug it up for you. Oops, I knocked those pins over.
I'll get these.
Thank you, man. Hey, hand me the cord there. Thank you.
Just do that.
All right.
Like soup up, like you're souping up trash.
Oh, really?
Trash.
Oh, like you're sweeping up trash?
Yeah, because you
That's one way to
always
do it,
tell
I
me to
suppose.
put it up high. You just throw it away. But you can do it with everything.
That's true. You could do that with anything. All right. Well, hey.
Even phones.
All right.
In it.
All right. Well, that's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. Hey, by the way, hey, come here for 1 second. Hey. Let's do this justice. Look, they said $20. They said that's for the girls for Christmas. That's Christmas money.
Thank you 10 million times.
10 million thank yous. Wow. We also, in there too, Got 5 gifted members. That's like $25. Can you say thank you there too?
Thank you, 10 million.
Thank you 10 million times. Wow.
No, 10 jillion.
10 jillion times,
Both
man.
of you get 10 jillion.
10 jillion thank yous. Oh my goodness. That's pretty good thank yous, huh?
And the same heights. I
Yes,
hope that said that 100.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Look at those.
What? I have so much money today. Again.
I will definitely have to read. Well, here, we'll say thank you, and I'll read these later. Can you say thank you to Auntie?
Thank you, 10 million, jillion.
She got $50.
I said a bunch of jillions and 10 million.
Can you say thank you for the membership?
Thank you for the membership.
That's to Mama Bear.
Thank you, 10 million.
Hey, and the Kiwi Crypt Keeper sent $5. Can you say thank you?
Thank you, 10 jillion,
Man, I think she's on a jillion. I think she's on the jillions today. All right, hey, come here, give me a hug real quick, and then I
had ice cream, so we go have to stay up half of the night.
Is that what we're hearing? Ice cream? We're hearing that orange sherbet. You know?
Yeah, and that comet's orange.
Is it?
Yeah, look at it.
All right. Here, don't be so loud, right? Don't get too close to the mic and be that loud. That's crazy. Hey, can you say thank you to S. Sean? There's $20. Right
and
there.
what does it say?
It's talking about some breadsticks.
And bomb.
Yeah, and bomb.
It had a bomb emoji.
Yeah. Oh, is that you saw the bomb on there? She saw the bomb. I thought she read where because it had bombshell. I was like, oh my gosh, did you read that? Because it had the word bombshell. I thought she read it.
I actually read that.
Yeah. All right.
I read that, and I saw the emoji.
All right. Give me a hug real quick.
I can read that. Yeah, boy, how to read?
Love you. Yeah, love you.
Love you too.
All right. Hey, you need to go upstairs though, because I need to finish my
I'm
thing.
coming back away from my phone.
You can come back for it later. It's still not even close. It hadn't even started the charge up yet because you let it die so far. So it's going to take it a little while. Okay. All right. Love you. Close that door though. Okay. We're having our lazy day. So, you know, as the kids like to call them on Sundays, it's a lazy day for them. So that means I don't make them clean or anything like that. So she's in a good mood. She's all over some orange sherbet too. So she was like, I got ice cream. I gave her some orange sherbet earlier. No, so she's excited about it. All right. So back to where we were. We're almost to the bottom of this, and then we'll hit some transcripting on it. And by the way, I watch So You Don't Have To. It's now at 727 subscribers. That's got to drive like 2L and all of their little fanatics crazy, because especially the channels over there, there's only a couple that really pull any viewers at all. You know, many of them, even some of the big ones, they have been shoved into isolation. And I think that's funny. Like here, you had 5 days ago, you had I Watch So You Don't Have To, and actually put up something. And for a first video, you know, something again talking about, this isn't something that everybody and their mama would know about. So it's not something with mainstream acclaim. There's actually also not a thumbnail showing on that or anything. It still almost pulled 500 views, which is great, actually, which is very good. So, you know, props to them. They can do very well. Again, link is at the top of the description. But it says her remarks turn back to Evil Snide again as the Evil Snide poetic tone that we know and that we know and love, and dig down again to scratch her itch so that you can throw out more vile words about the meme bench, you know, my name for the bench, meme. It's kind of, yes. I love the bench that never was. She starts in on Travis saying that he jumped on Germ's bandwagon and has only helped the germ. She's still a boiling piss pot, but That's about all the time. Now, you know what I love about I Watch So You Don't Have To? All of this flipping out and stuff, as she points out. And one reason I wanted to start with her first, I wanted to give her channel a shout out. But I also wanted to point out a very powerful little thing. All of this ranting and raving, that's only captured from the first 30 minutes of the show. I mean, you talk about, and all this, what's funny is the show is supposed to be all about funding some Christmas stuff, for some kids, but they can't do that without doing this, because if they do it, nobody watches. So the only way to fuel that is to make sure that they attack what I can only call their betters. I love it too. Actually, I don't give a shit. I actually think it's funny. I love making fun of them. So it doesn't bother me in any way, shape, or form. They were really, really mad though. Like I said, I thought it was really funny. They were like, we're all going to take a fall for Jeremy. Did you know that? We're all going to take the fall for Jeremy. We're all going to fall. Me, Shizzy, Megan, we're all going to fall. Why? I'm kind of not sure about the why. Let's lock in on this and see. Let's see if we can figure this out together, by the way. Like, they're talking about videos. First of all, they want proof, by the way. Hey, Megan, show me a video of John and Michelle stalking them. Show me one video you can't. Yeah, actually, I can. I can show you a video that's real easy to throw out there. It's what you keep showing. The videos that you are putting out there off of their fence is actually them stalking because of protective order. That is 100%. So I guess I finished that little challenge. Wasn't that really fun? Sorry, Megan. I know it says Megan there, but I butted in still. But look, well, apparently I like this because you have to look, you have to try to decipher, like, what are we going to jail for this time? The only videos of them approaching Michelle and John, that's it. He goes by the house every effing day. He does not live in fear of them. He doesn't fear which way from Sunday on them, never has. He lied to the court, period. So you're gonna believe his dumbass and you're following suit. You are echoing everything this guy's doing, and you're going to take a fall for it too. You tug shizzy. You're all going to take a fall for it like dominoes. That's not a threat. That's a fact. The lawsuits, they're coming. They're coming. Going after family. Like I said, I'm going to show you a wonderful thing. And after I show you on Tuesday, I'm going to teach you a wonderful thing, how I'm lawsuit proof. Like, Lynette Preston is not going to sue me. She can't. She can try, but I will fucking bury her, John, any of them right there under a countersuit so deep, it will make them wish they had never muttered my name. And I'll explain to you why. And when I show you the proof, it is so definitive in its proof on Tuesday that you'll be like, holy crap, Tug, you're right. And I know I'm right. I absolutely know I'm right. But what's hilarious about all of this is, let's see. So we start out with our wonderful talk. Now, all of this is about, hey, we need some money for Christmas, is all the kids and got to have a reason for people to watch. So why is that? Throwing a fit about the memorial that never was. That's right. A little bit of butthurt. A little butthurt now and then. Man, tease. Holy moly. That's awesome. Thank you. Get me laughing through 3 horrible months. Wow. I appreciate that. That's a lot. So thank you there. Check Venmo too. Moly. Wow. Well, thank you there. That's wild. Goodness. That's crazy. That's beautiful too. So I told you Now, I have enough to cover when I say this, so I am not asking for anything on covering this. I'm just noting. I'm glad with that. You know, I told you I had a backup tower that I was setting up. Everything was good to go on it. I had a one. Well, all the drive boards are shot on it. So I was like, well, it wasn't a new one. I didn't have to go and buy one. So I guess I'm going to I guess my Christmas present is going to be a work related product. It's going to be some kind of tower, you know, because I thought, man, you know, I'd been setting it up for a few days. I'll take a picture of it. It's setting out. It's pretty good to go. I thought it was good, and then I noticed it can't hook up to anything. Well, what's going on? That's why it's taken me a few days. I thought, man, maybe the cording or something's off. Nope. All the drivers are shot. So, oh well. And so that's what that's going to go for. So it'll be work related, but it's good. You know, work related is good related. I need it. So it'll be, and now, like I said, I appreciate that. And I do. I appreciate you all tuning in to all the stupid and the fun. I'm glad that it helps out people. You know, we try to have fun. We do. We try to have a lot of fun with you guys. And we try to get everybody, including myself, through some I've had a lot of crazy going on in my life too. So with some personal stuff that's going on. It's finally coming to an end after about over a year plus. Finally, Tuesday's a day for that too. So a lot of stuff in my days are finally getting to an end point with certain things that have been so like I said, I appreciate these because anytime things are going on, I too get entertained. And we can just talk about the stupid and laugh at idiots. So here's them starting there after all of their again, what's really crazy is if the numbers are correct, people have paid over $4,500 for presents without any proof whatsoever that they're going to go to anyone. Again, yet another year of that. If there truly is a person doubling them, then you could be talking about $9,000 there. And on top of that, any cash or anything else, you could be talking about another $20,000 that people are spending on a Christmas with no proof whatsoever. After the biggest donors last year, you saw how they were treated when they asked a question. So this should be something that we may see a real shit show pop out because of a Christmas. I noticed though, in their commentary about who Santa Claus is, I noticed even though they defended the idea that they would have paint chips at Santa, apparently they are not going to go with that. It doesn't sound like. I was really hoping they would put paint chips in there, and march him out for some families, because I'm sure some families would love that idea. They would. They'd be like, yes, yes. But I know they're doing the collection for the memorial that never was. You notice that. Look, the memorial that never was. They bring it up a bunch of times. They know exactly what we're talking about here. It has butthurt them so much that they know about chicken skin of the soul, the memorial that never was. They know about it all. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it there. So you were already subscribed, Pickle Ting. That's funny. Let me check the numbers on. Okay, so I Watch So You Don't Have To is over 800 subscribers now. We're on the back stretch of getting the subscriber count. If we want to get it to 1,000, great. Like I said, I Watch So You Don't Have To. I like them. They have put in a lot of time going and watching so we don't have to. And they're funny. So, and they make certain people very angry, They make certain people very angry. Let's see. I know they're doing the collection for the memorial that never was. because they're actually going to buy a bench and put it on Jeremy's property. And they said it'll be funny because theirs will be there before. Who said this? Jeremy? No, no. It was a fundraiser that Mug and Tug. Well, first of all, Mug is not a person. Mug is a combination of names. So that is only one person there. So if you're going to say Megan, that's fine. But if you're going to say Mug, you could just combine names or do it. Are you effing kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? They're mocking somebody's memorial. The reason that memorial's not there right now is because of these a-holes. Yeah, you know, they upgraded from a stick in a yard to $4,000 and nothing. You know what's bad is when $4,000 buys you less than a 2x4 concreted into the ground. Isn't that weird? I mean, in what situation should that ever happen? $4,000 freaking dollars get you less, or get you rather, yeah, much less, not just a less, but a much less than freaking a 2x4. Oh my God. It blows my mind when you think about it. I mean, it does. It blows my mind there. So, by the way, there is no memorial. That's the kicker there. There is no memorial. But on top of that, they're mad. Why? Because money. Oh my God, money. They're collecting monies. That's right. We are indeed for the bench that never was. And I also heard to keep drawing attention to it, they're going to put up another bench. They're collecting money. They're sick. The sick, twisted individuals. That's right. Sick. Okay. So people have sent money to them in super chats. Oh, yeah. And Megan said, we're not going to lie to you. Whatever money's left over, we're keeping it for ourselves. Yeah, of course. That's part of the joke there. You know, part of the joke off of this is you deliver something. And it's also, it's funny. It's social commentary on the people that are there, because as they decry stuff like this, remember, this is holding up a reflection of exactly what they said they do. So when they're screaming and ranting about it, how dare they keep, well, didn't you say you put up a project and then it's yours? Isn't that the same thing? Oh, wait, that's terrible. It's terrible to do. Huh. Well, that's weird. That's weird considering it is pretty freaking jacked up when people do raise $4,000 for a memorial, though. And, well, until they prove otherwise, yeah, they kept it all. Like I said, there are donors that were not happy, too, that did ask for money back when it did not show, or they won't show them any proof. They have absolutely. They have complained, not just to, they have complained and filled out IC3 reports. They have also reported it as scams to their banks. So there are people that have done that for sure. So when they say that there are people that have not asked for money back, that is a lie. That is an absolute lie. You know, I've seen paperwork, I've seen communication. I'm 100% in that. But how nice. Yeah. Also, I heard them say something that really, really pissed me off. Oh yeah, terrible. Such monsters. I don't know if it was last night or today, but I stumbled across old Tug, and he actually said, I know I'm going to sound like a dick, but I'm going to say it anyway. Let's be honest. That memorial there was nothing but trash. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, let's look at that. Let's look at what was there. Let's talk about what it is then. You're going to tell me that this thing here is to commemorate a family This right here, this bullshit right here, put on disputed property so you could flip off the guy that's next door. You're going to tell me that commemorates a family member that was lost? No. This right here, so you can say that this guy is some kind of villain yet again. So yes, I will yet again say that this is trash. It is absolute trash. It is a trash memorial. It is a trash meaning. What you did is you put up a 2x4 and you tried to put up a freaking sign beside it with no trespassing because it was to flaunt a message which you plan to, they plan from go to monetize, because it is my opinion that either they themselves or somebody attached to them, until they prove it otherwise, they stole this garbage shit out of the ground. They took it themselves. They flaunted it in front of people, blaming it on this guy over here with no proof. Some freaking tail lights. Are you freaking kidding me, man? And they managed to turn that into not just $4,000 for a quote-unquote memorial that never manifests, but on top of that, they made bank on it too. So yeah, the whole experience, including the people who put it up, are fucking trash. Because this is not to commemorate a person. It's not about that. This is yet another low blow where they're trying to utilize pain and suffering so they think they can get one over on somebody. Because they think that this is something that when they ghost this thing themselves, again, prove me wrong. Prove you didn't do it yourself. The police didn't agree that Hale's, you didn't have any real proof of that. If you did, the police would have done something about it. But they didn't. I listened to the body cam. I myself listened. And all I heard were a bunch of petty, vindictive assholes that tried to put somebody in jail. So yeah, I stick with my comments again about how this is absolute trash. Because it, first of all, they quickly put a 2x4 in the ground. They put a free, you see what they put on it, but then they put up also right with it a no trespassing sign because they're trying to cause some kind of issue. Now they also, you know what else tells me that this stuff is trash? They went out of their way. There was a memorial that was up before, and it was, all it was something tied to a freaking branch. It was not much, but it was supposed to be a memorial. And Hales was like, yeah, that's a memorial. It commemorates this person. It can stay here forever. Now, as you know, they had hurricanes blow through, which they'll admit is a hurricane when they want to talk about Michelle Preston's, her property and having mold. You know, when they want to RV discuss or RV grift, it's totally fun. And there definitely were hurricanes. But when you're talking about some flimsy piece of crap tied to a tree, it had to be Jeremy House that ghosted it. Couldn't be the tropical freaking storms blowing through. Nope. It had to be that. They act like it was, weighted out of mortar and more. So they turned this, again, they didn't turn it into, oh man, something happened to us. Let's go out and do something for a family. No, it turned into weeks of attacking someone, of saying that they're responsible after months of already doing that with all these people involved. So yeah, I stand with my comments about it being trash because, again, that doesn't commemorate loss. What that is it's made to cause more suffering. And that is not a monument to anything but pettiness. That's all I see there, pettiness. So I stand with it. I 100% stand with my commentary on that. So, but let's see, where were it? Are you effing kidding me? These people put something there that reminds them of their past loved one. And you're going to say it's trash. It means something to them. Yeah, I noticed how fast people wanted to, again, Jeremy Hales. Remember, too, all of this stuff is everything, anything isn't satire or parody. There is no mockery or mocking something unless they say so. You remember, you can take a real person with a protective order. You can put a display of them supposedly standing in the bushes going after a child and call that parody and satire. But laughing about a bench that never manifests, that's not funny at all. I wonder why. Oh, yeah, because it hits a little too close to the truth, right? But I exited out right away. I'm like, I'm done. I'm just done. I'm not listening to this. Oh my God. It shows how cold-hearted they are. That's totally, yes. I don't know how I'm cold-hearted, by the way. I am here trying to make sure that everyone out there remembers the bench that never was. How am I cold-hearted in that? I'm the only one that actually might deliver a freaking memorial bench. Does that strike you as crazy? I'm the only one that might actually deliver something. I got to ready to go your device back. Hey, it's up to, what's this number? Tell me. What's that number?
Yep.
Hey, whoop, did it cut off? Man.
It was at 2-8.
What's 2-8?
It means 2-8. No,
what?
2-8 means.
Yeah.
Because it's
2. What's a 2 in the front? What does that mean?
22.
20. And what's the, after you have a 20 and then the other number, what was the other number?
8.
So what together, what would that be?
28.
That's right. Good job, man.
And I love you.
No,
You know what I say, remember?
What do you say?
When I come down by, go say it, I'll still check on you.
Okay. Well, you can always check on me. It's okay. All right. Go upstairs, though. Go have fun, okay? Thank you for checking on me, too. Huh? Do what?
I gotta watch some YouTube on my phone because my TV won't have any YouTube right now.
Yeah, it does.
It won't show up. It just keeps saying, go back to the thing that says, go.
Well, tell Sissy to set that up right for you. Tell her I told you. Say, Dad told me. Dad said to do it. If you want to. Hey, don't down here. Hey, not right now. Don't do that. Don't ever call anybody near the microphone or anything. It's not because it matters, but it's because it's rude. Because people don't know they're being listened to. Okay? Hey, close the door. Love you. I'm trying to explain. She was like, I'm going to call Sissy with the phone here. I let her play with my work phone. I put a bunch of apps on there that are learning apps and stuff. And then I let her play with some other apps. But the apps, man, it's funny that, funny enough, she learned big numbers from super chats. That's because with anything you learn money through numbers like that matter, right? It's from games or from money money matters. So she learned that real quick, like with those big compounded numbers, how to identify them. Anything over, when I say that, I'm talking about anything over 10, like they just sunk into place. And just stuck after that. I was like, that's amazing, But going back to this, let's get this woke up here. So we're all cold-hearted, right? That's cold-hearted, and they're like mean-spirited. It's mean-spirited, by the way? Fundraising, something that you don't deliver. That's mean-spirited. What's mean-spirited? Making people that you say that you're trying to help live in a 10 by 15 shed while you have money and you could help them out with a place to live. But instead you hold on to it while screaming about permits all the time. Now, I'm going to say, after Tuesday, we'll reflect on what all happens then. Like I said, I think the ecosystem, we're going to break something in the ecosystem. We're going to break it for real. and it will never be the same. There'll be no way to remedy it. What I tell you then, like I said, they better be listening, because they say there's no bombshells. They tried to say it again. That means they're listening, first of all. They're worried. There isn't just a bombshell. There's a series of things coming. And it is no hype or bullshit. It's going to be a series of bam, bam, bam. And it's going to be crazy. It is. It's going to be absolutely crazy to watch play out. But they say that all of this stuff here, it's not sarcasm. It's not satire, parody. It's BS. It's hurting a family that has nothing to do with this. The family that has nothing. You know, they say that this is a new family here. Now, again, these people were weaponized to the tune of thousands of dollars, and their name was sent out to donors. That's right. I have communications where 2L was telling people where to send money, and 2L, oh man, let me not forget that too. 1 minute. Oh, 1 second. About the mailing to donors for the bench. So let me pull this up. Give me 1 minute. So it notes, it says, there's communication, and it tells, it's like, hey, thanks, that money, it helps a lot. Please make it out to, when you write, when you're going to send a check or whatever, make it out to 2 Lees. In the memo, please put in, and then it has the family name with memorial. So it's the family name memorial. That's what you know. And then the address. So they supply their addresses. And, you're too sweet, hon. Oh, thank you. So they use the family name 100% within it. They use the family, any tragedy that had gone on, but they had utilized them for money making. And then when they get called on it, when people start actually calling these people out. Now, like I said, it's going to be funny if a bench manifests, because that fucking thing wasn't there before. It's going to be, I'm going to call it the That Umbrella Guy bench. Why? Because I manifested it out of nothing. Because you know what? Right now they're in heavy grift mode yet again. They've had a lot of money roll in, and what'll be funny too is they need to photograph it, because you'll be able to tell it's supposed to be a $4,000 setup, and if $100 freaking Lowe's bench or something pops up in there, that'll be something too. But family-wise, they're like, people have switched off to a family. Have we ever mentioned who the family is? Like, here's the thing. I know who the family is. I've seen the communications and stuff, but I don't throw out a family name. 1 minute. So, this right here too. Oh man, look, here's what we find out with it as well. Now, on this, they jump out. It's none of our business. This stuff too, it's all private. And as far as the bench is concerned, that's not to be on YouTube. So you're not supposed to know. As donors, they promised donors that they would show them the results of this. They would show them the area and all of that. But now it's private, and this is just, it's mind-boggling, isn't it? Because it goes from, again, now the excuse is it's privacy for a family. This family, they need to lock things down. And those mean old people over there, those mean old people indeed. I'm the driver of the not George black SUV. Well, you know what's funny about the not George SUV is that when they keep pointing out that SUV, by the way, they keep screwing up because they do it on two things really. Number one, they're screwing up in the physical, like, hey, this identification, this is definitely George, but they also keep screwing up in pointing out that they're trying to track down Jeremy and George. They're doing everything in their power. If you go through, their transcripts are like a tell-all books. And again, the only people they hurt are John Cook and Michelle Preston right in this moment. I mean, it doesn't help lawsuits for sure, but it hurts those two people. So why should they care, right? Why should they care? But that's so funny though. That whole getting it wrong thing cracks me up. So they're trying to ruin something for a family that's never done anything, doesn't have anything, and you want to know? Never mind. I'm going to leave it alone. Never mind. You know, I don't care if they think that they're hurting me by doing it. They're not hurting me. They're hurting another family. Another family. Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? God, it hits me right in my feels. You know, isn't that so sad? Just like they keep hurting people all along. They're hurting another family. Oh man, it's so bad. I'm so, oh man. And if Robbie hears about it, he's gonna be pissed. Well, why don't you do something then? You fucking losers. Why don't you do something? You know? I mean, seriously. You know what? Because I'm going to keep mocking you. And I'm going to keep deriding you. And you know why I'm going to keep doing that? Because at the end of the day, I can. I can because I am a U.S. citizen. And mocking you're stupid is 100% legal. If you didn't want to do that, don't raise thousands of dollars and not deliver things. But again, they have tried to sell. You know what's amazing to me is this switcheroo that they pull with their audience, because it never was about the family with the bench. It's about a bench that never appeared, a bench that, again, there is no proof that exists, and I would not accept there being. Remember, it was supposed to be at first it was shipping issues. It was supposedly lost and sent back. Then it was having shipping issues that were overseas. And then after that, it was supposed to be about co-host. This will happen right when they come back. Then when they come back, it's actually about the family and the family's privacy. And the family, they'll decide when to do that. Again, there's a whole lot of fucking excuses, but at the end of the day, all it amounts to is $4,000 missing dollars and no proof that anything was ever done. And again, if they manifest something at this late hour, what it meant is that there was enough public pressure, mockery, and deriding that they were like, oh, we can't get away with this one. Because it has been, again, 13 months. This isn't like, hey, I'm laughing at something that happened a month ago. We are talking about, again, 13 months. We are, in fact, actually, you know what's really funny about that? The day, so maybe I'll break this one to you. Yeah, I don't know if anybody has caught this yet, right? But the dates that a lot of stuff, when it pops off on, you know, we're talking for the bench, we have the 26th. So it'll be right after Christmas. We will have our anniversary there. But a Tuesday, that's another month for the barn. So not only do we have a bombshell dropping on that day, but it's on Barndo Day. That's right. The 16th of every month is Barndo Day. Maybe we need to remind people of that every time. Maybe we need to, it's another barn day, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? That's what they're going to do. Sorry, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to piss us off. But the fact that they're actually getting money and people are sending money for it. I'm going to say, where's the effing bench? Where's the bench? Where's the effing bench? Where's the bench? That's what I'm going to keep saying. Oh, we'll deliver a bench. We're going to. We're going to. 100%. And you'll be able to see it, you know? They were also like, what's Jeremy going to do if somebody comes by and sits in it? Well, you know, there's a weird thing called trespassing. And if you send somebody out to harass this dude and trying to put somebody on his property, you actually are doing something that's very dangerous. So don't encourage people to do that, by the way. Don't encourage that. That's very, you know. But look how mad they are. Look, I'm going to be like, where's the effing bench? Where's the effing bench? Where's the effing bench? Where's the effing bench? This is what I'm going to keep saying. Like I said, we're going to deliver pretty quickly. You know, the weird thing is that Hale's, like I said, his name came up on it. And Hale's by himself. He's been nothing if not true to his word. You know, that is 100%. He has been right there with his word on stuff. Smartt. These people are sick. The sick individuals. I'm driving down the road and I see a memorial put up. It could be a simple cross with a bow. Somebody's passed away and you know it's dangerous. Oh, and I know their life ended there. I know, and it can be small. It's their loved one. Why do they have to trash it? Why? Why do they? You know, I've never seen a memorial where somebody is saying that a no trespassing sign is a memorial. Have you ever seen one of those? I've never in my life seen somebody try to say that a no trespassing sign is part of a memorial. In my life, ever. I mean, for real, have you all ever heard that before this mess? Have you ever heard somebody claim that this stick in the ground that they put up on disputed property, you know, again, they could have put it on their property. They could have put it out of the way, but they didn't. Because they set something in play where they wanted to do a little thing we call character assassination. That has been their main point of operation. Making money is character assassination. It is. Like this is just pointing out who they are. And it's amazing. Because right off the bat, oh man, you know how fast it goes. After the, it's so sad, terrible monsters, oh my God. And then, oh my God, look, oh, it's BS that they try to wreck someone's memorial or mock it or make fun of it or make money. Oh, and he stole it. And he was seen stealing it. You know damn well someone else stole it the first 3 times. 3 times now? Where are the 3 memorials? Would somebody explain to me how there have been 3 memorials? I remember the shit tied to the tree. I will even say, because I'm not making fun of that display, because that display is as small as it was. That was at least a memorial. It was set out in the back and nothing. That was as small as it was, still commemorative, but it was very unsturdy. It was just something tied to a tree and it'd blow away easily. The second thing, though, you know, the sticks in the ground. What's the other one? What's the other one? I'm confused. Well, which one am I missing? I'm confused on the third one. Yes, I Watch So You Don't Have To has now clocked over 900 people. So only 95 more subscribers to go. And I Watch So You Don't Have To will hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. So again, link is at the top of the description. If you have not subscribed to I Watch So You Don't Have To, hit that link, bam, subscribe. It's beautiful. I Watch So You Don't Have To deserves it. And these people, they will lose their ever-loving minds over it, which makes it even more valuable. So, just noting that. All right. Don't let me forget, by the way, all right, today. It takes me a minute to do Super Chat, so do me a favor, chat, all right? I will forget that, well, I'm trying not to forget, but I'm afraid I'm going to. At 45 after, in about 25 minutes, I'm going to roll through this for 25 more minutes. And then after that, make sure I start around 45 to 50 right there. You know, that way I have at least 40 good minutes to hit Super Chats. Because you know what? When I know I'm slow at reading them, but it's because I value, you know, you guys, you bring up good questions. But also on top of that, I like going through them. I like talking, you know. Some people do, some people don't. For me, that's my thing. I love it. Let me see. Now, there's more of this, by the way. Now, that part that we hit right there, by the way, this right here, that rant, it went 6 minutes. And you think, well, you know, maybe things will calm down, right? No, of course not. No, of course not. Yeah, of course not. Instead, when you see like, oh, well, there's some Topher, like, oh, man, maybe they're breaking. No. Oh, man, hey, I will say one thing, by the way. Topher did something on that live stream that I'll give him credit for. He said that he was having a slofer day. And I thought, that's funny. That's how you do it. Anybody, if the Fats would have embraced people laughing, then you know what would happen? It would diffuse anything. It would 100%. But they don't. They never do. So with that, that's the way you handle things, you know, 100%. But now they tell people again, you know, with everything too. They say this first three, and then they actually say again, you can see it messes up the word here because of but then they say 4 times. So it goes from 3 to 4 times that things have been stolen. It's not just 3 memorials. Now it's 4 memorials. 4, that's right. 4 that have been stolen. It's like, wait a minute, what? 4? And they're like, yeah, there's a video. There's a video, man. But they also talk about him, and they talk about the property, how he says that's his property there. Yes, it's contested property. 100%. We absolutely know there's contested property. That, I think, again, that is something that nobody mistaked. So that was part of them putting up a thing. Again, it wasn't about memorializing. It was about putting up something in a contested area. They had hoped that they would gaslight someone into a reaction. And then when they don't get their reaction, then they say that they did it anyway. But they're like, see, all of this still is ranting about the same thing. Because then it goes to, you know, with all this stuff, well, you know what? So let them put up their cheesy ass benches up there. Oh, well, I don't even care. We'll block it off and make it even prettier. Block what off? If it gets blocked off, yeah. We'll block it off. Doesn't matter. Block it off? Are you threatening to do something to the bench? The bench that never was? Maybe I need to fundraise for a fence around it. It sounds like they're going to do something to my wonderful thing. Oh man. So I Watch So You Don't Have To is 8 subscribers away. 8 from 1,000. You know? 7. Actually, I'm looking real quick. I love watching this stuff happen. Oh, 5 away now. Every time I refresh, only 5 away, kids. That's right. 3 away right now. Let's see if it's here yet. 1, 2 away, 2 away. Now hit it. There you go. I Watch So You Don't Have To. Just to note this, congratulations to you. Appreciate you. Like I said, I do appreciate I Watch So You Don't Have To. I think some of those breakdowns would be really funny. Like just some of that stuff out there. But you can see, look, 1,000 subscribers. Now, that doesn't mean stop subscribing. But that puts them into, there are 2 thresholds that you must meet for monetization. And one of them is a subscriber one. And this should open them up to be able to do anything subscriber based. And then all they need to do is get watch time. So you put in the effort. See, I believe that people who put in the effort should indeed manage to be able to do whatever, and let ads or anything else, it helps them pay it off, right? So congrats to iWatch, so you don't have to. But that's some sick, twisted BS. That's him also trying to get money off the family and the story about it. No, actually, Jeremy Hales isn't making money off of that. You know? That's not Jeremy. Like they blame Jeremy for him trying to make money off of a bench or something. That's not him at all. That is 100% me. And Megan, again, you know, she is part of setting up, like I said, too. So I should say it's us, but it's not him. I want people, see, they keep threatening Megan about it, and I'm like, it's not Megan who did it. It's me. And they keep talking about Jeremy did this or that. No, it's me. So get it right. If you want to threaten somebody for it, get it right. Because like I said, you ain't going to do shit to me. But they're like, oh, man, now Tug and Megan, they're going to make money off of it. And listen, they asked Jeremy for permission. Yeah, of course. Of course. They said, run with it. Those are Tug's exact yeah, you know what? He said, yeah, put it out there if you want to. 100%. 100%. Now, Jeremy Hales, unfortunately for their narrative, as you notice, I'm kind of an asshole. And I wouldn't take kindly to anyone telling me what to do, like on a regular basis, like their narrative. What I do, like I said, it's his property. So in order to do this the way I think it should be done, it would have to be there. But if it had been like, no, that'd been okay. Now that's normal. Now they want to make it where they're, you know, they have him as a ringleader doing this. I don't need that. You know, I have a decently sized channel. It does well on whatever I cover, and I don't take care kindly to people telling me what to do. So there can't be any of that. But one of the things you do have to have, though, on this, permission to put something on land is not someone telling you, oh man, go and do this. You know, what a bunch of morons. Yeah. Oh, here's the thing. Wait. Oh, yeah. It's to raise money. They get to talk about it. They get to raise money. Jeremy's got a shit ton of money. Yeah, this ain't Jeremy's project. Jeremy could probably stack benches out there, but the whole thing, it's not Jeremy doing it. You know, it's again, they want to blame him. No. And why should he fund one? He could get his own damn bench if it wants one so badly. Well, so could they have. They had $100,000 of Lynette Preston's money. So why didn't they do that? You know, it's on his property, not theirs. That's them cohorting. Jeremy just to hurt another family. They're going to go down for all this shit. You wait. They think they're being funny. They're all going to go down for it all. What the fuck do you think you can do to me for this? You think you're gonna you think you actually are going to be able to go into a courtroom and talk about this? You think that Michelle Preston's posts and more about you stealing her fucking money, you don't think that's enough proof that you don't manifest something, that you have an ever-changing narrative, that you have people that have given money that contact me and tell me these people have ripped me off and I've asked for my money back? You don't think the messages from the biggest donor, the guy you called an angel for months, you don't think that would play? So I fucking dare you dare you to play that game. Because that's the kind of stuff that will make it where it won't be something that can be ignored. For sure. That's what they all forget. They all forget, and they're stupid, that Levy County may ignore them because of whatever corrupt bullshit they have. But at the end of the day, they do not want eyes on what they've done. I do. I want eyes on what they've done. 100%. Because this is some scammy bullshit. So bring it. Again, straight up. Look, oh man, check this out there. Here we continue with it. They're like, when you're raising money for something like that and then you don't provide it, does that word sound familiar? Yeah, so I guess you better put a bench up. And if you do, you are effed up. Your whole little effing game is messed up. And here you go. They're like, oh, she started yelling. Nope. That's not me yelling. If I were yelling, I'd be a whole lot louder than this. But you guys are twisted. Their audience is like, dude, stop yelling. They have to tell every night her audience is like, you're yelling, Lisa. Stop yelling. Please stop yelling. She's like, I'm not yelling. Why you say I'm yelling? You were yelling. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. It's so funny though. They tell, so as they go on through this though, they're like, you know what? I wish I could tell you when this is going to transpire, but it can't. So I can't give you a date where people will understand why it's not. I can't tell you when any of this is going to happen with the bench or anything. Again, 13 months, but it hasn't been enough time. You're not allowed to either. They told you it would be public. They told you that they would showcase it all. They would showcase the efforts to set up this beautiful area and all this shit. Now, none of it. So I don't give a shit what anyone says to say about the bench. But them going in and doing a bench where they have nothing to do, it has nothing to do with the family or anyone they know. One of the family members even works with Jeremy, so he knows that. Yeah, I would say if they do have a family member that sees this, maybe they would understand that some wretched piece of shit conned a whole lot of people out of a lot of money. And I think a memorial to that, reminding everyone of exactly what is taking place, is very fitting. Very fitting, you know? Then it becomes a whole, actually, my family. If you ever, try to hurt my family anyway, I don't care. I'd be like, F you. I want nothing to do with you. It's like, I thought this was about other people's families, not them. You notice how, again, they like to pound on their chest and pretend that they're so amazing. Here, check this out though too. Megan. Oh, Megan. They have to go back. Well, Megan got demonetized. She wants to tell everybody else to F off. Well, F off, Megan. How about you going out? She's demonetized. No, she had a video age restricted. Idiots. So there was one other thing in this that I really liked too. There's a lot of this though. Man, we could spend hours laughing at this. And we made, I'm going to have to put a greatest hits track of them crying about the bench. But one other thing that really, give me 1 second. I need to bring up something for you. Okay. So one other thing that came up with this, and I thought somebody was going to have a freaking just an aneurysm trying to bend over backwards and explain how they didn't do something terrible was about this right here. When one of their head mods and the little, the cult squad, sing me a cult song. Yeah, they ended up getting a gifted membership. And that actually came up in their chat too. And I thought that was really funny because when they're bending over backwards, trying to explain why, I did this, Lisa. I did it because of X, Y, and Z. It's kind of funny. Because like I said, if I do something, I listen to whatever the hell I want to. I would never tolerate another person telling me what I can or cannot do. For them to be afraid that the person that they're setting on a stream, what are they giving you, by the way? I realize that you get a whole, 60 people watching your stream, and maybe you can sell a few more rocks there. But at the end of the day, is that really worth it? Are you really so blind to what's going on with this that you would turn a blind eye to it and allow all this horrible stuff to be done? You say you don't like it when it comes on your channel and interrupts your auctioneering, but that's all these people ever do here. And I thought it was pretty funny that you seem scared of Lisa. I mean, scared of her. Can you imagine, again, being part of a show where you have to be afraid that the other person is going to lose their freaking mind on you? I mean, to me, I would never tolerate that, ever. But again, the apologies, they were flowing. They weren't apologies. They were more like excuses, I guess is the better way of going with it. Excuses. This is why. Again, you should be able to listen to whatever you want. And in fact, maybe you should be listening. The funny thing is, I have listened to the Fats. I have listened to every single one of them. And one of the things that I notice is they don't bring any evidence of anything ever. They, in fact, refuse to bring anything that backs up most things they talk about. Like they tell you, when they need to produce something, they will not showcase the proof of, again, like a bench existing. They wouldn't show proof of it. They won't show setup, which they promised. They told people they would do all this stuff. Can't do that. When they were asked for receipts, where's money going for other stuff? They won't do that. It's all surface level. It's ranting for hours. And the only reason it's really even entertaining is because it's breakdowns in the moment where these people are just losing their minds because they are linked into something. It's not going well. They keep getting that hole dug a little deeper and a little deeper and a little deeper. And I think it's kind of funny, like I said. But it was so good. It was so good to see them, again, just have this little freak out about it. But they did threaten. They were like, when they were talking about Megan too, they were like, Tug after Megan. Guess what? Tug's next. Tug's next. Uh-huh. See, it puts me in a weird quandary. Like I said, I don't personally want them to lose their channel because I like to make fun of it. I like to laugh at the stupid stuff that they do. And by now, if these suckers over there want to give their money to a continual thing, that they've been warned enough that, well, I guess they're idiots too. So whatever. But at the same time, man, that's the game they don't want to play. They really don't want to play. They got so mad, though, talking about the... here, check this out. I forgot to bring up one other thing. They got so mad last night that this ranting and shit goes on for hours. I mean, hours. There's no structure. The lack of structure is really, it's such a mess. It's just anger and hate. Oh, so much anger, so much hate. That's it. You know, screaming out there about how Megan is a dumb bee. Like that's their descriptor. I mean, what? They're like, oh my God, yeah. You know, here. They're talking about how, you know, everything that's being done right now, everything that's happened, oh my God, it's torturous interference. And they still can't say tortious. They either say torture interference, torturous interference. Yeah, but well, what do they call that? You see where they mess it up. You can tell these people still haven't learned it. They don't even know the terminology for the thing that impacts where they're being sued. But they're like, oh yeah, it's going on. Megan, dumb bee. Oh my God, she's just stupid. Ugh. It's like all these lawsuits are flying around and she's just doing shit. She's actually worse. She's actually doing worse than Jeremy. So I hope he's going to pay your legal fees. She just wants to get whatever money she can. So again, threatening Megan. Why? Well, because she gets to. I mean, look at this. Look at this insanity. Look at the fit throwing. It's amazing. The threats. It's amazing. God, you guys, man. It's fun to go through these and read them. Now, I personally, sitting through this for 4 hours, the voice bothers me more than anything. Oh yeah, for 25. Okay, the last thing. One other moment, and then we're going to hit super chats. So, as far as threats are concerned, too, you know, as far as channels and threats, here we go. Check this out. Just to put this on the screen there. So they were talking about, you know, Megan there. Oh my God, throwing the fit. Oh, boo-hoo, big freaking deal. Oh my God, you took away my money. But what happens when you take someone else's money away for 2 weeks? Look, they're throwing fits about their channel being flagged. Do you think Megan flagged your channel? I can say 100%. Megan actually does not flag channels. We've had discussions about that. I don't believe in flagging channels unless they want some. But look, they're like, can't handle the fact that someone telling the truth. You lie. And then her and Tug. I'm pretty sure Tug's next. I'll tell you, like I said, you come at me, I will get your channel taken down. I will. You have made enough threats that I will not stop. I will make sure I do. And you can boo-hoo or anything else you want about it, but you threaten me like that. Again, I pay a company to make sure that I'm good to go. That's part of it. And we operate within the TOS. But you start false flagging me, son. That isn't a ride you want to play. So threatening me is pretty stupid. Because I promise you that you will not like what happens after you do that. You won't like it at all. You know, right now, like I said, when people look at that and they're like, well, why do they still exist then? Well, it's because, as you notice, I pull transcripts on it and I laugh this stupid. These people, I'm sure they're a gold mine for like Hales and lawsuits. They've probably been an absolute gold mine because I go in on my own and I read this stuff and it's like, wow. These people, their admissions about money, bonds, the amounts, just some of the stuff they've done for damage control there, that put in some pieces. And like I said, I'm going to be able to put in something big for you Tuesday. And again, I know some people are like, oh, teasing us to a little bit. But no, usually if there's something coming, I'd tell you within a day or so. But with this, there's a reason to it, which you'll understand. Once you start in next week, you'll understand why Tuesday. There will be a point to it all. But it'll be a great show. You will enjoy it. solicit some super chats. I'm looking forward. There's a lot more in here, by the way. I don't have time. I wish I did. I wish I had time for the whole transcript because it is such a fit throwing transcript. The main point is, though, you know what they're saying the whole time? I'm going to put this up here. If you want, you should for sure donate to the Memorial, not a Memorial Fund for commemorating the bench that never was. That's what it is. What they did there, they weren't, what they were telling us right away is they were telling us that we needed that. 1 second. Oh. Yeah, I had, by the way, I had somebody write me and tell me they're blocked. Now, that person, you just wrote me again. I went through your channel. I toggled everything, and typically that fixes things. But your channel's not blocked for sure. And the way I can tell that very easily is I can go in. Now, I'm going to toggle you one more time live. Maybe this will fix it, okay? So I'm going to do it one more time live. Let's see if it does it. All right, try commenting again, my friend. All right. Sometimes it helps when I do it live. So check your check and see, because I want anybody that's showing up. Some of you know, there's some terrible people out there, but you guys, like 99.99% of people, there's no way in hell I would ever block any of you. So I've toggled the account. I'm going to see if that helps you out. You know. So let me know if that did it, because I just got wrote saying, hey, I'm blocked. Maybe I fixed it. I'm hoping so, because I hate it when people are writing me with that. Not because you're having a problem. I 100%. It's just because, like, I don't know how to fix it. I found a fix for 99% of people, but there's still a couple of people, and I don't know how to. I mean, I don't know what's going on with YouTube or anything else. But sometimes, weirdly enough, it helps in the live stream moment. Sometimes I can fix it there. So I've tried the account. I toggled it just then. Like I said, I want all of you to be able to participate. There's only a few weirdos out there that really need to go. And some of them, like the main ecosystem weirdos, the reason they got blocked out is because ultimately all they want, all they hope for is to destroy channel. They tell you, they just were like, hey, I'm going to take you down. Well, if that's how you roll, you know, you don't need the platform to do it. But most people are just good people. And like I said, if we can fix a YouTube issue, well, I hope it gets fixed. So let's roll. Sister Sal. What's up, Sister Sal? I appreciate you. Like I said, I love your avatar, by the way. Looks so happy and peaceful. Appreciate that. Appreciate the 5 giftos there, too. That's awesome. 'Tis the season for it. Green Veggie Bees, thanks for 5. Okay, I guess Lisa is officially on the outside with Ned. There are free colors on Ned's wish list. Yes, I'm going to say that, yes, that there. Well, we'll say a lot more, I guess. There will be a very interesting, I guess, snapshot of the ecosystem coming. I'm trying to be vague in this. Well, I'm not trying to be, but I have to, again, next week we'll have a lot of answers. But yes, they definitely have their problems for sure. But at the same time, something happened, and a little bit of money went one way, and there'll be a lot of discussion for all of that. Like I said, we'll talk about all that. It'll be a fun topic. If you pick any live stream, that's got to be a Tuesday for sure. But the whole week you need to be around. Tease T. What's up, Tease T? Thank you for the 5 giftos there. It's also, thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Tease T. For sure. I do. Very much appreciate you. Max Lab, what's up, man? How you doing? Hope you've enjoyed having a uneventful weekend, you know, having a little bit of time off and a little relaxation. Hope that's been good. Bonnie, thanks for the team. Is that Flat Stanley in the middle? Flat Stanley. Oh, man. That's funny. Flat freaking Stanley. I like that. I haven't heard Flat Stanley in a long time. I haven't. It's been a long time since I've heard that name come up. I like that though. You know, that whole that whole memorial thing. Like I say, it's not just here. Look at this too. Let's pull this up while we're talking. Let me pull this up behind on my screen. So with all this as well, I mean, look at how quick of a job like to cause problems. Let's cement this thing, which this right here would not have held for a while anyway. Its own weight would end up breaking it because it's flimsy wood thrown in to the ground, cemented in. And again, they counted all of this as a memorial. I've never in my life heard anybody saying that a trespassing sign was a memorial, but now I have. But yeah, it's Flat Stanley's hiding right in there. Sheila, thanks for the 20 for the Not a Memorial Fund. That's right. You know, as I said, it's right in the name there. It's not a memorial fund. I'm not commemorating anything. This is not a commentary on the family at all. I don't know them. I can empathize with loss, because I think everyone has lost somebody, but it disgusts me. I cannot imagine taking somebody that I care about and reducing them to some petty slap fight bullshit where I'm trying to one up a neighbor I don't like. I cannot imagine doing that. The idea just disgusts me. Hazel, what's up? Hazel Monte Inca. Thank you for the I always like saying it all there. 50-50 non-memorial bench and the Lug Bug Fund. Woohoo! I love it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jill with a G. I like that. Jill with a G. That's how you. I've never met a Jill with a G. I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever met anybody with that spelling. That's cool. You know, thank you for the super sticker there. Also, thank you for that too. I love it. What's up, Shizzy? Thanks for the phone there. Went up and went and put in a bird dominium. Yeah, so they can flock off. Yeah, and it provides the security cams, you know, with that too. So you got a little bit of added security, that feature. Yeah. Well, I like the fact that, again, it's pretty minimal in its approach. You know, like one of the things I have to remind myself when I think about this is not building the turtle purgatory, you know, the little model that's sitting on my table. And it's not a Lego thing. This thing will be out there in real life. So how best to do it? Yeah, a little bit of bird camerage and a bench. That's pretty good, you know. I think that's fun though. And yes, they can indeed flock off. Fallen Hero, man. How's it going, Fallen Hero? Thank you for that gifted membership. Thank you for being here again too, as always. I can't say that enough. Thank you. McDead, thanks for that. Oh, they're right. We're twisted like fucking razor wire. Indeed. You know what? Well, again, I don't owe them nicety or delicacy. You know, I don't. These are people that decided in their attacks, like the Fats, they decided to take internet garbage, which is 100% not true, and call me things like a groomer and more. Man, get the fuck on with nicety. I've been very nice in the fact that I haven't responded by, you know, they have put bullseyes on people's families and stuff. People haven't responded to them like that. They've mocked what they do. So nicety, I think we've been pretty fucking jolly compared to the way that these people have comported themselves, you know? Nasty freaking people, man. They're like, they're twisted. What a bunch of degenerate losers, man. I tell you. They're terrible people. I love laughing at terrible people just because they deserve it. They don't deserve nicety. They don't deserve any kindness. They especially don't deserve it. Oh, they're like, we've done all these nice things for people. Yeah. Not delivering that $100,000 for your project was amazing. Yeah. There's no proof we've ever done anything wrong. Well, I think the lady that you said for all of us to believe, I think she's calling you a liar. So I think that's there. Jack's mom points out, yes, I Watch So You Don't Have To has hilarious analogies. Indeed. I love I Watch So You Don't Have To. I think they're fun. They did this stuff too, in my opinion. They've done things like a lot of people do it for the right reason. They're trying to look into something, figure out what the crazy is, and just, again, I've tuned into every one of these morons. I have. Now, I can't stand to listen to the fads, so I go through transcripting of it. And Ray, God, I go through the transcript with Ray. Like, none of them actually have a point to their show either. So with Ray's is terrible about just being all over the board. So it's easier instead of wasting an hour and a half, I can just fly through, with script and go through his stuff decently quickly. And the fads bring up so much stuff that it takes hours to go through just to organize it into a coherent train of thought. It takes an extra hour and a half to make it make sense, really. But it's Sean. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships there. It's Sean, baby. Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate you. For sure. And it is great to see you too. Let's do this. Let's do this, Julia. I think I called you Justice. I think that's funny. I thought it said let's do this because I saw it really tiny and I thought that's what it said. That's hilarious. I apologize. I misread stuff all the time, which is funny. But I don't know how I got one from the other. Well, I mean, I can see how, but not really. I love it though. Man, that is a cute picture too. Like I said, very cute picture. Much appreciated too. Thank you. For the girls for Christmas, thank you for that. Mama Bear, thank you for the membership, by the way. Much appreciated there. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, Jack Miles. Where is that 100K plus? Exactly. Man, look at those giftos hitting. That's wild. I always love, thank you, maybe not. I can see those. I love watching them. Like when you see them. Hey, kiddo. Mama Bear, thank you.
Hey,
Welcome.
Dad, you know some YouTubers play some games, play subjects to YouTubers on the actual world? I found 2 games that the same YouTuber played.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
Find out for it's a game about music, and it's a little 6-7.
You want to try it? Okay. Well, hey. What's
I
the
got
number?
them both.
Okay.
It's
All right.
from Finding one for the second one. And the first one, I don't know what it's called, but it's like it has 6-7, and unless the guy died, I don't know.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, go check it
I
out.
know 6-7 and 6-1.
No. Well, that's good. Bump it out. All right. Well, hey, go do
I
your
know
thing.
67 is a number.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It sounds like 6-7.
Uh-huh.
Does it?
I don't know. You
I
mean...
wonder why 6-7 was made.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm not sure. But hey, let me finish these up so we can do some stuff. I know. She's asking about the meme thing. Hey, close the door, baby. Thank you. She's asking about the meme, the 6-7 thing. She's showing on something. Her sister noted it. And she's like, what does that mean? 6? I was like, I don't know. Like, maybe it'll go away. Oh my God. Yeah, no. I know. No. She's so funny. Eshawn, is it your birthday? Is it Eshawn's birthday? I saw somebody in the John said that. Now confirm that for me, please. Mama Bear, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. And welcome to Tugs Thugs. Thank you, Mama Bear. Appreciate that very much. No, it's not. I saw a big no from Uriah. So I'm just trying to find out if it really was. I wanted to give some love there. Ante, thanks for the 50 there. Thank you. Appreciate you there. That's awesome. I'm sorry, Tug. Saw commemorative memorial bench for the memorial bench. It's funny. What about the children's? The children, Tug. For the Lug and Bug Christmas fund. Yes, I know. I didn't get into that and grifted hard enough. Oh, we have commemorated everything but the children. What about the children? I know, you're right. You're right. We should have done that harder. Kiwi Crypt Keeper. I love that. That's really funny. That's a good post. Thanks for the 5 there. I wonder who is liable for the tax on all the donated money. That would be the FAT, since they collected it. That's the problem with LMLP and the flea. Put the bench where Tubetown 2.0 is. I'm actually leaving since it's not my property, I'm leaving the placement for the people who own. That's the best way, you know. But on top of it too, the fleas would be the ones that have that. I like Sean, by the way, I saw you said, hey, sorry for the bomb. No, that's fine. I mean, we play video games with stuff like that and everything. It's not a problem at all. You know, that the kids, like I said, we play all types of that's just a basic thing. It's just funny when it said bombshell, when she said bomb, I thought she read it. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, you recognize that off of there? Because what I was thinking right off the bat is, holy crap, if you read that, then maybe I don't need to let you see anything on the chat already. You know, I need to hide it better. That's what I thought. When you said you need breadsticks for bombshells. Indeed, yes. If people would like, by the way, Tuesday will be so amazing. If you want to drop some breadsticks that day, for sure. You'll feel entertained. You'll be like, yes, I want to. But no, there's nothing wrong with that, Eshawn. I appreciate what you're saying there, but don't feel anything on that at all. When I said that, I thought the reason I said something was because I thought she had read the word. And I thought, oh my gosh. Now, T's T, 200 there. That is wild. And by the way, T's T sent Venmo also. There's a Venmo here. $300. That's crazy. And it says for Lung, Bung, T's T, Merry Christmas. That is crazy, T's T. And thank you, for you and the little ones. Well, I definitely, I've stacked them up pretty good this year, getting them exactly what they asked for. It has been a good year for them. One of the things I love is that, like, my kids, again, they don't experience, like when I was little, my parent, I should say, my mom and my grandparents, really, they didn't they tried to always not let me know, we didn't have a lot. So, but I did. My kids, they don't have to feel that way. They appreciate what they get, which is something I think you, but they don't have to do without. I love that, and thank you. Thank you for that. That's amazing. And you noted, you kept me laughing through 3 horrible months. Well, I hope things are getting better for you. I hope things are there. And again, always, like I said, you got to think, like, when you people come here, it's not just we're laughing at stupid people. We're getting together. We're having fun. We can be together. We can enjoy ourselves. So you come in here, it's like hanging out with family. You're always welcome, and I hope you enjoy yourself. And for me, like I said, I will be here. I'll be here on Christmas. I'll be here every freaking time, holidays. Because I know there are people out there that you might not have family, or whatever, but I want you to know you do have family. You have people that care no matter what. So we'll be here Christmas, whatever. Linda, thanks for the 50 there too. Thank you for for Christmas celebration. Ho ho ho! Well, thank you, Linda. That's awesome. It's much appreciated too. I think, like I said, I think I'm gonna go and price. Man, I really thought I had a tower. Like I've got this tower. I had to have it fixed at one time, and I had to have everything taken out of the memory where it crashed out, and everything was right. It worked semi good back when, but now when I plug it up, it just, I guess it's a toaster. So I thought it was going to be my backup, but I guess not. Monica, thanks to the 2 there. Tug, I'm sending a package Monday. Well, thank you, Monica. That is much appreciated as well. For real. All you folks, when you send stuff, like I said, I cannot say how much that is appreciated too. It's awesome to be able to open the mail, show the kids what's there, and just see the care. You can see it in what people send, because it's not just a package, it's a reminder. It's saying, hey, see ya, and I appreciate that. Pickle Tink, thanks for the 5. Well, I watched So You Don't Have To's page to sub to her channel. Found out I'd already subscribed. Heck yeah, that is the way. That is the way indeed. You know, I watch So You Don't Have To is at 1,160 plus subscribers right now, by the way. So that's great. You know, I watch So You Don't Have To. It's continuing to grow. And again, that's something I'm glad we could make happen. We got close to 1,000 subscribers for today. You know, but I Watch So You Don't Have To did a smart thing too. Like a few other people who've done that. Before doing anything, you'd already gone in and established herself here. So people knew she knew the accounts and stuff. And I think that's a perfect way to do it for sure. Liz, what's up? Thank you for the 5 there. There's not a statement, but as I say many times, that is in itself a huge statement. Thank you. Something to bark about. Thanks for the 10 there, Tug. I enjoy your and making your shows. I've been trying to learn how to do this. If you like dogs, you should check me out. Yeah, check out Something to Bark About, you know, for sure. The one thing to remember in all of this, sound quality. Sound quality is the most important thing that you can have. Okay. And when you look at what you offer, remember, people, they don't want you to reinvent the wheel, as it were. You don't have to have 100% new and novel approach, but you need about 5% of something that differentiates you between every other. Look at them like business competitors like that. You don't have to treat people like they are, but when you're establishing yourself, look at it like you're opening a new business. What makes people want to shop at your store versus others? And you just need that 5% something. And if you can figure out what that is, then you will be very successful. But sound quality, more than anything, people do not like listening to garbage sound. Hey, Cynic, thanks for the 5. Shizzy also raised funds to put in a large purple Martin birdhouse. Yeah, they're known for eating bugs, probably fleas, gnats, and ticks. Fleas and gnats, that's hilarious. Yeah, also on that, the beautiful thing about that is they have this conspiracy that there are cameras everywhere. You know, all these birdhouses have cameras, and that's probably the best thing. Yeah, I love that. Massable, thanks for the 10. Tug. And thank you, Cynic, by the way, brother. I've been watching you for years, and I support you and Megan. People, these are a disgrace. They're fraud, sick, trashy people. Keep fighting. We are with you. Something. Yes, indeed. Well, I appreciate that. These people, they just, it disturbs me. Thank you for being here for so long. First of all, thank you for your support. And also, oh my God, I forgot. Remind me tomorrow. Okay, folks, remind me tomorrow. I have, or maybe it needs to be Tuesday. I got a crazy message and I forgot all about it. I set it aside. And you know how I get those anonymous crazy ones sometimes? Well, I got, oh my God, they're still mailing me. Wait, is that the same? That's funny. So when they, you know, most of the time when I get threatening messages, they come in through an anonymous email. Well, somebody screwed up and they sent the message through an anonymous email, but it also came through one of their email servers. So I had the same message come through, but it came through unmasked. So one of the accounts that has been sending threatening emails, yes, I got your threatening email, but on top of getting your threatening email, I also, it came through under your name. Thank you. So we'll bring that up. I probably won't show the name because I want to figure out who they are on my own, but I'll show you. It's wild. It's some crazy stuff. Sandra, thanks for the 10. Please pray for fellow Aussies who lost their lives yesterday when we called a terrorist attack. Yes, indeed. It's so awful, man. That is so awful. You know, support. There's so much division in life, and I wish people in stuff like in politics, social climate and stuff, I see more and more division pushing people apart, and you have all this horrible that ends up. And I think people, need to not only embrace what makes us us, but they also need to remember, with the safety of one another's. What also keeps us safe? I think a lot of times. People lose sight of important things, and it leads to tragedy. I hate that. And love, like I say, love to everyone out there, love to families. I mean, it's awful. And these moments, it's not just I look at these horrible things, like with like when we had the I'm going to say the pew pewing down here with the the school out in Nashville. Man, we knew some of those families. We actually knew them. And it was a horrible situation, because it's not just the person that happens to, which is horrible. It's also the families too. But yeah, love to everybody, and support to them too. Debbie, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships there. Thank you, Debbie. I much appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm the driver of the Not George Black SUV. I love it. I absolutely love the fact that that those people have screwed up so badly. I brought that up last night. If people miss that, it's been one of my favorite things to watch play out. It's been so funny. Let's say, Kelly, thank you for the 2 there. It's on Jeremy's property. I know they do all this stuff, and it's somehow, it's Jeremy's fault that all this stuff pops off. I'm doing my redirect real quick so I can do it fast when it comes up. Like I said, Hales is going 30 minutes earlier than typical. That's why. So we got about 18 minutes, which we're going to roll it right pretty close, but we'll be good to go. Time will be great. We'll get it. We do well with that, but it'll be close, which is fine. You can go from one thing to another. Yeah, there. I set up my redirect too. But yeah, you're right, Kelly. It's on Hale's property. What the what now, right? Debbie, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships there. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Like I said, it's a gift to people and it helps out. I love both there. Max, thanks for that. Yep. He starts out at 30 minutes earlier. That's right, Max Lab. I appreciate the notation on that too. That's why I started 30 minutes early today, or 15 minutes early today. It gave me more time, just a little bit. Janice, thanks for the 20 for the bench that never was. Yeah. And the fence that was a mess too. Indeed. Well, thanks for the 5 there. Had a rough couple of days. I was playing at 2x speed to catch up. When Bug broke in, her voice at 2x, I can only imagine. That would be really funny. But yeah, I hope you're doing better, by the way. I hope your days are going better too, my friend. For sure. Mama Bear, thanks for the 2. For Tug, a bench. Who wants to? Yeah, the bench. I like that. That's right. Maybe I'll take it on a cruise too. Maybe we can have a bench cruise. Hey, baby.
Look at this one game and look how many things I have.
Hey, I like that. But hey, you've got to go upstairs for this minute, okay? I got to finish up. For real. Hey. I know. Hey, you got to go upstairs for this minute, though. For real. Okay. I got to hurry you. For one time in my life, I have to hurry. I know. Hey, close my door. Love you, kiddo. It's so funny. She was going to show me something there. I was like, show me in 5 minutes. Auntie, thanks for the 2. Ooh, best Felice's fake tears. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, she had the fakies on and everything yesterday. It was really funny. Jack's mom, thanks for the 5. Did I see that Ray was tired of Felisa and was worried about them getting a lawyer? If he actually wants to be represented, he should get his own lawyer. Yeah, they were talking about lawyers and everything else. I don't know if he said anything about being tired of 2L, though. But yeah, they've been talking about their new grift is getting her a lawyer, which is funny because I thought she was a lawyer. Remember, we mistake her as a lawyer. And yet, Emma, thanks for the 2. Is it Tuesday yet? Can't wait for the bomb show. I know it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Again, I wouldn't tease it so much, but Everything in its time, and its time is Tuesday. Maybe not. Drop 10 giftos there. That, like I said, that's awesome. Maybe not too. Appreciate you. Oh, appreciate you too. Thank you. Honey Tonk, who's that? Honey Tonka. Jessica, thanks for the 5 there. I hope you received your golf cart and had a good laugh. Indeed. Thank you, dude. Thank you. You guys are the greatest. You all. Are you ladies, a lot of ladies out there, and guys, again, I don't mean to, it's just my shorthand, but you folks are amazing, and thank you. Greg Grant, thanks for the 5. Can you explain how to get transcripts? I pull them each day. They have pulled down. You should be, you usually could get them from closed captioning. You could just push a button, but they turned them off because they thought, haha, it would own people. In fact, I had somebody report and show me a screenshot where they had like put up a message for their transcript thing that said something like "not today, trolls" or something, and it's like you're hurting the people with closed captions that need that, because it's based on closed captions. But I just go to an outside program and have them pulled. You can do some for free. The free ones are harder to find, and you can find some cheap ones too. It's dead. Here, hand it to me. All right, go. I'll plug it up. All right, love you.
Love you.
Heard the voice died out. Nana. But with the transcripts, maybe I'll think of a way to put them up or something. I haven't thought about that. I guess I could make them available. I've just never thought about it, because you're allowed them. Heck, maybe I'll throw them out there. We'll see. Let me see if I can think of an easy way, a fast way. Nana, thanks for the 5 months. Doug, you're an amazing community here. Thanks for all the amazing people you have. Been gifted membership. I've been here long. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate that. And yes, indeed, the people here are great. They're awesome people. Always just nice, kind people. Love it. I have a lot of fun too. Jack Small, thanks for the 5 there. Tug's channel equals the Olive Garden of YouTube. Treat you like family. That's right. And we get plenty of breadsticks. It's all I can eat breadsticks. I love it. Thank you. I love that. That's hilarious. Paula, thanks for the 5. Tug, package will be sent after Christmas, as I missed last post in UK. That's awesome. Thank you. I've had a couple people write too and say, hey, a package is going to be running a little bit late. You send in a package. That's amazing. So thank you. I can't say that enough. Thank you. Get them after Christmas, before Christmas, on Christmas, whenever, man. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, thanks for the 200 there. Wow. Thank you. When I think of the old memorial, I always think of the fact that Tina threw the ashes of the dead guy into the woods instead of having a proper memorial to begin with. Ironic, since now they want to flaunt 2 boards and a ribbon, $50. Something special. Family to ashes, Tina. Yeah, I don't even know with that portion of it. What I do know though is it wasn't just 2 boards, like you're really onto something with that portion, especially because it's not just 2 boards that are in there. One of them is a no trespassing sign. Like you think about that, like the message there is very clear when they say, these people, they supposedly stole this or they stole that, but it was a no trespassing sign. Like imagine incorporating that as part of your narrative. Like to me, it defeats so much of it, Thank you there too. That is absolutely, again, you guys are amazing people. I appreciate all of you. Every day we have fun. We have live streams. We just have a good time. Love it. And night, thanks for the 2 there. 5 upright 4x4s behind the bench in honor of the trespass mob. Oh man. Yeah. We need a little. That's actually pretty funny. That is pretty funny. You know, they've been taking aim at a lot of other people. They've been they some of the stuff that they take zeal in really says something. You know, they have been celebrating the idea that hopefully families will fall apart. They were doing that last night. They were celebrating, hoping that certain people's families would break up. You know, they've been posting, making deals out of that. It's so gross, man. People that have tried to help some of these folks. At the end of the day, again, they celebrate hateful shit and then play the victim all the time. Like, I get tired of it. I love making fun of them. Like I said, I'm not going to stop. You know, they can claim the boohoo, poor victim off of that. But at the end of the day, if they can raise hundreds, I mean, we're talking, God, when you put everything together, they've had to go over 200 grand with Christmases and stuff, everything else. You can do that, but they don't have to provide a receipt or anything else. I mean, it's insanity, man. And no, thank you. So we did finish up with Time to Spare, which I was kind of surprised by. So again, let me look at Watch So You Don't Have To real fast. Yeah, so I mean, again, I'm pretty happy with I Watch So You Don't Have To. I mean, like I said, I think we did really good pointing out that, again, we've built up quite a few channels. We've been able to build up. And again, one of the things I would say, I guess, with this is a parting detail too. I've had a few people writing me, asking me about channel, getting things started. Just remember what it comes with. It comes with some nasty baggage. Always remember what you're in for, okay? Always remember. Oh, hey, what's up? Tizzy as well. Thank you for the 2 there, Tug. I'm sending you an email there. Okay, that'd be great. I appreciate it. I'll keep an eye out for it. But Tizzy, by the way, Tizzy, I appreciate you too. You know, again, there's a lot of you out there that make really good in-depth videos. A lot of you that put out stuff that, again, it informs people. And you're doing good jobs. Just remember, when you do all this stuff, when you put it together, that these haters, they will come after you. So be prepared for that. And when you think about it, be prepared. Again, if you don't have to pick up a mic for them to do this, but once you do, I've always said you inherit something's detractors. That's a nice way of saying that everybody that hates that person, they will pile on and they will never stop someday. So just be prepared for that, okay? Because I don't want anybody thinking that, you know, it can be a glorious thing. It's a beautiful job, but when you run into those haters, man, they will take aim at everything around you, your jobs, your loved ones. But if you're equipped for that kind of thing, you can have a really fun ride too. So I just blows my mind. Maybe not. Thanks for the 5 there. Should we have a photo measuring stick to put up next to the mugshot bench? That's what we need. Actually, you know what we need something. You know, it'd be really, really bad. Somebody was like, "Hey, what happens if the memorial goes up?" And then suddenly TL and them are like, "Look, we have a memorial." And you're looking at it, and you're like, "Wait a minute, that's the same bench they just supplied." Isn't it funny though that they have started talking about how now they have a bench? It has gone from they don't have anything to once we started talking about we might get a bench up earlier than them. No, they've always had a bench all along. They just never bothered to tell the donors about it. And they always say that the only people asking about it are us. Again, I know for a fact that people that donated money, provably donated money, asked about what's going on. They either are giving runaround or they're giving nothing. They're giving nothing at all. So, I mean, some of these people have asked for their money back. They've tried to do something about it. They felt ripped off. It's a sad reality. It's a sad reality, but it keeps trucking along. And Jada, what's up, Jada? Thank you for that. Thank you for the gifted membership there. Man, we hit 50 freaking super chat on a Plus, outside, I mean, God, it's, man, oh, gross too. Yeah, I saw them. People have been sending me to where Paint Chips and crew, they've been going after Randy. They've been going after Doreen. They've been trying to attack them over stuff. And I thought, well, that just will motivate them. You know, one thing you really, a lawyer that you stand up against, like I said, we have 5 minutes. I'm keeping up with the time while we're talking. I am keeping up with the time. But a lawyer that's motivated, I think Randy's he's a good lawyer anyway. But when they motivate him, when they made these things specific, they attack his family. They've brought up children. They've put up children's pictures. And now they're going after him. They go after Durant. I mean, again, all of that stuff, all that does is motivate a person. And when it motivates them, what it motivates them to do is win. So it's probably the dumbest move ever. I mean, honestly, like a lawyer sitting there, you think about it too. What that's a reflection of, think about who hates Randy more than anything. You know, and again, really, why would they go after him that way? I think it's just, you know, the old hate boner, hoping to wreck him. And well, you got to wonder who's pulling those puppet strings, right? But anyway, let me check and see if there's anything else that. All right, I think that's good. I'm going to send you over. You'll have about 4 minutes. So appreciate you folks. Go enjoy What the Hales. Like I said, go over there, support their fun too. You know, I mean, they're always entertaining, especially on Sundays. That's really good. So I'll see you. Thanks.